kannst du vielleicht das mal kurz helfen und mach diesen Krieg hier vorne auf.
The project we show here at FAD is called Operators, and it's an audiovisual performance, and it shows basically a character going through a series of experiments with sound and materials.
I think it's interesting to bring a project from Germany or from Europe into another context. So we have artists here tonight from Uruguay, other artists from Brazil, and it's interesting this convergence of similar discipline but a different approach coming from another place. So there's a lot of parallels, but there's also our own take on this, on our field of work, depending on where we're from. And I think this is always interesting to have this meeting, you know, of different artists in the same discipline from different places.
Also digital art and audiovisual performances is quite a young art form, and it's interesting to see what's going on in other places of the world, and for us it's always very inspiring to go to another country and see what's happening or what people think about it. And often there's lots of similarities, and sometimes you also have something you haven't seen before at all.
Esse trabalho ele é uma espécie de confluência, esse que nós apresentamos hoje, uma confluência de vários trabalhos que nós realizamos.
Foi muito boa porque são experiências distintas que se encontram no encontro.
Composição em tempo real.
My work is some sort of mixture between body art, which is actually where I come from, dance, body art, performance, and electronic, digital art. It's a mixture because besides body art, I also work with video, with live video, with devices, especially computer vision, and so that I may, with the movement of my body on stage, so it's not only the movement of the performance of the performer on stage and the action involving different objects and paints and normal objects that generally performers, body art performers use in their performances, but there's also video and live sound. So there is some sort of synesthesia between the movement and the action on stage, video and audio. So what I prefer most is to use computer vision devices, allowing the computer to see what is actually happening on stage, and then the computer will interpret the movement of my body and trigger sounds and video. I use webcams, I use Kinect, especially lately, because it's very precise, especially in tracking the movement in space of different parts of the bodies, like hands, head, everything, so that my movement can be really precise and the movement of the different parts of my body can trigger specific instruments, specific videos, specific graphics. Theme of this year is a relational interface, right? So actually I become some sort of interface. My body is an interface through coloring my body. I create some sort of interface, living interface that creates a different world, that creates a different experience of color in this case.